You sit at the desk near the center of the room. The wood is dark, polished by use, marked with faint scratches from quills long ago set down. A single manuscript lies open before you. The parchment is thin ink, its edges uneven. The ink has faded to a soft brown. You do not read the words, you simply rest your eyes upon them, watching the way the candlelight moves across the page. Around you, the library holds its breath. Dust hangs in the air, visible only where the flame touches it. The shelves rise high, disappearing into the upper darkness. Some of the volumes are bound in leather, their spines cracked with age. Others are wrapped in cloth, tied with cord. They lean against one another, packed tightly, as if they have stood this way for generations. Perhaps they have. The silence here is not empty. It is full of small sounds. The wax of the candle softens, drips slowly down the side. You hear it, barely. A faint settling sound, like the exhale of something ancient. The stone walls hold the coolness of the night. They do not echo. They absorb. Everything spoken here would be swallowed, kept. You turn a page, the parchment whispers. The sound is dry, papery, familiar. It does not disturb the quiet. It belongs to it. Your fingers rest on the edge of the desk. The wood is cool beneath them. You do not move quickly. There is no need. In the corner of the room, another candle burns. It is small, set in an iron holder on a shelf. Its light barely reaches you, but you know it is there. The flame does not waver. The air is too still. Outside, beyond the narrow window, high in the wall, the night is complete. No moon, no stars visible through the glass. Only darkness, thick as velvet. The library smells of old paper, of leather, of wax. There is a faint trace of smoke, not from your candle, but from others, burned long before. It has soaked into the stone, into the wood. It is the scent of countless nights like this one, quiet, solitary, uninterrupted. You let your gaze drift along the shelves. The spines are unmarked, or marked in languages you do not pause to decipher. Some are tall, some narrow. Some lean forward as if tired. They are held in place by the weight of those beside them. You imagine hands reaching for them, pulling them free, opening them slowly. But tonight, they remain untouched. The desk beneath your hands is wide enough for several volumes. A small brass inkwell sits to your right, its cap closed. A quill lies beside it, its feather pale in the candlelight. You do not lift it. You do not write. You are here only to be present, to let the stillness settle around you. The candle before you burns lower. The flame dips, rises again, holds steady. The pool of wax at its base grows wider, a small circle of warmth. You watch it without thinking. Your breathing slows. The air you draw in is cool, dry. It smells of time. Behind you, the far wall is lined with shelves from floor to ceiling. You cannot see them clearly, but you know they are there. The shadows are deep in that part of the room. The candlelight does not reach. It is a darkness that does not threaten. It simply is. You feel no need to look into it. Your eyes return to the manuscript before you. The letters are careful, even. They were written by someone who took their time. Each stroke of the quill was deliberate. The ink has not smudged. The parchment has not torn. It has been cared for, preserved. You wonder briefly how many others have sat where you sit now, their eyes tracing these same lines. The night deepens. You cannot measure it, but you feel it. The coldness of the stone grows more pronounced. The stillness settles heavier. The library does not change. It holds you gently, without demand. You shift slightly in your chair. The wood creaks, a soft sound absorbed almost before it can spread. The chair is sturdy, its arms worn smooth. It has been sat in countless times. The seat is shaped by use, comfortable without being soft. You rest your weight fully into it. There is no tension in your body. There is nowhere else to be. The shelves to your left hold volumes stacked horizontally as well as vertically. Some are piled in small towers, waiting for what? You do not know. Perhaps they have always waited. Perhaps waiting is their nature. You do not disturb them. You do not reach. The candle on the far shelf flickers once, then steadies. You notice it from the corner of your eye. The light shifts, then returns. A breath of air, too faint to feel, must have passed through the room. But now it is gone. The stillness returns. You turn another page. The parchment is thicker here, rougher. The edges are uneven, cut by hand. The ink on this page is darker, newer, though still old. The words mean nothing to you tonight. You are not here to read. You are here to be. The desk holds other things. A small wooden box, its lid closed. A scrap of cloth, folded. A thin metal ruler, tarnished with age. They are not yours. They belong to the library, to whoever last sat here. You do not touch them. They are part of the scene, part of the quiet. The stone floor beneath your feet is uneven. The tiles are worn, their surfaces dipped and smoothed by centuries of footsteps. In some places, the edges have crumbled. In others, they fit together tightly, seamless. The cold rises from them, but it is not uncomfortable. It is simply the nature of stone, of night, of this place. Your gaze drifts upward. The ceiling is lost in shadow. You imagine beams of oak crossing above, holding the weight of the roof. You imagine spiderwebs stretched between them, undisturbed for years. You imagine dust settling on every surface, layer upon layer. But you cannot see. The candlelight does not reach that high. The manuscript before you holds many pages. You could turn them for hours. Each one would be the same, parchment, ink, careful letters. But you do not need to turn them all. You do not need to see what lies at the end. You are content here with this single page, with this single moment. The candle burns, the wax melts. The flame holds. Time does not press. It moves, but slowly, so slowly that it feels like stillness. The night outside does not lighten. It will not for hours yet. You are held in the deep middle of darkness, in the safest part of the night. You close your eyes for a moment. The candlelight still glows against your eyelids, a soft orange warmth. You hear nothing but the faintest whisper of the flame. Your breathing matches it, slow, steady. You open your eyes again. Nothing has changed. The library remains, the desk, the manuscript, the shelves, all as they were. There is a small draft. You cannot see it, but you feel it, the barest touch of cooler air against your hands. It comes from somewhere, perhaps a gap in the stones, perhaps the narrow window high above. It does not last. The air settles again, still as before. The shelves hold more than books. On one, a small brass lamp sits unlit. On another, a folded piece of cloth, perhaps a cover for a manuscript. On a third, a wooden bowl, empty. They are objects without purpose tonight. They simply exist, part of the collection, part of the stillness. You rest your hands flat on the desk. The wood is solid beneath your palms. You feel the grain, the tiny imperfections, a knot, a slight rise, a worn groove. They tell the story of the tree it once was, of the hands that shaped it. You do not need to know that story. You feel it. The manuscript's pages are bound loosely, stitched with thread. You can see the holes where the needle passed through. The thread is thick, darkened. It has held these pages together for longer than you can imagine. It will hold them longer still. The candle before you is half its original height. The flame remains steady. The wax continues its slow descent. You watch without urgency. There is no need to replace it. The night is long. The light will last as long as it needs to. Behind you, the door is closed. You have not heard it open. You have not heard footsteps beyond it. This part of the library is yours alone tonight. The solitude is complete, comfortable. You do not wish for company. You do not wish for sound. The shadows on the shelves shift slightly as the candle burns. They grow longer, deeper. They move without moving, a trick of the light, a trick of time. You watch them with half-closed eyes. They do not disturb you. They are part of the room, part of the night. You turn another page. This one is blank. The parchment is prepared, ready for ink, but no one has written on it. It waits, as so much here waits. You let your hand rest on it, feeling the texture, smooth in some places, rough in others, organic, imperfect. The scent of old paper fills your breath again. It is a smell you could recognize anywhere, dry, faintly sweet, ancient. It is the smell of permanence, of things preserved. It comforts you. It tells you that some things endure. The library holds thousands of volumes. You could not count them if you tried. They line every wall, fill every shelf. Some are thin, some thick as your hand. Some have covers intact. Some have lost them. They contain knowledge, stories, records. But tonight, they are simply objects. They are weight, texture, presence. The candle on the far shelf gutters. The flame dips low, nearly goes out, then rises again. It steadies. The light it casts is even smaller now, but it remains. You do not go to it. You trust it to continue. Your chair is positioned so that you face the center of the room. If you turned your head, you would see more shelves, more shadows, but you do not turn. You remain as you are, facing forward, still. The manuscript before you holds only a few more pages. You could finish it, reach the end, but there is no need. The end is not important. The act of sitting here, of being present with it, is enough. The night presses against the window. You cannot see out, but you feel the darkness beyond. It is vast, uninterrupted. Inside, the candlelight creates a small world, contained and safe. You are held within it. The wax pools wider. A single drop escapes, runs down the side of the candle, hardens before it reaches the base. It will remain there, a small ridge, a memory of this moment. You let your eyes close again. The library does not disappear. You know it is still there. Shelves, desk, candle, parchment. It exists whether you see it or not. You rest in that certainty. The air cools further. The night deepens. The flame burns. You breathe slowly, evenly. Your hands rest on the desk. Your body settles fully into the chair. There is no discomfort. There is only stillness. The manuscript remains open. The pages do not turn themselves. They wait for you or for no one. It does not matter. They have waited before. They will wait again. The shelves hold their volumes without complaint. The stone walls stand without effort. The candle burns without thought. Everything here simply is. There is no striving, no urgency, no demand. You are part of this stillness now. You belong to it, as it belongs to you. The library accepts you, holds you gently. The night surrounds you, soft as wool. The candlelight flickers. The shadows shift. The air holds its coolness. You breathe. You rest. You are here. The manuscript closes slowly. You place your hand on its cover. The leather is smooth, cool. You do not move it. You do not rise. You remain held in this moment, in this quiet, in this endless, gentle night. The library stands. The candle burns. The darkness waits. You rest. You are safe. You are still. You are here.